Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Yes, I really am this beautiful. Good morning. It is today. It is today. Jesus. Today is the, oh, my camera battery's dying. Great. Today is the first day that Mario is back to work full time. Boo. Fortunately, we did get those practice days, so I'm not totally terrified, but you know, big day. We're doing some tummy time right now. We're at the end of our first morning wake window, so I will be hopefully putting him down for a nap again in the next 20 to 30 minutes. And I will catch up with you guys then, but I just wanted to kick off this vlog, and eventually I should probably do something with my face and body because looking at myself in the viewfinder is unfortunate. But yeah, let's see what we get into today on our first official solo day of many solo days. Not our first solo day ever, but just, I don't know why, it just feels more significant. Anyway, alright, I should probably pay attention to my baby. Okay, he's down for his nap. Mario's gone. I think out of the three of us, the person having the hardest time with Mario going back to work is Mario. He did not want to leave the baby this morning. I will say, I think I've gotten the morning down to a really good routine. Definitely cannot say the same about the afternoon, but the morning is in a really good spot. I'm gonna jump in the shower really quickly. This morning I would love to do some of his laundry and tidy up a little bit downstairs, but first things first, I gotta wash this and generally get my shit together. All right, I'm all showered and ready. Ugh, put you down for a second. Here's the fit. I'm wearing that jumpsuit that I bought at Target a few videos back. Alright, right now what I mostly want to get done is I have to start some laundry for him, fold some laundry for me, tuna, get away from the camera, and eat some breakfast. And then we'll go from there, see where he's at with his nap. He has been napping for almost an hour, so we'll probably get one or two more if we're very quiet. I don't know how quiet I need to be really because there's a sound machine in there, but I feel like he specifically can hear my voice and only my voice over that fucking thing. Nothing else wakes him up, except for me. It's actually very cute, but anyway, let's go get this shit done. Okay, laundry in, breakfast ready to go. I'm down to the last of my pre-made breakfast, but that's fine because I feel like I'm finally feeling capable of making things again. So I'm gonna get some Instacart stuff today to make more overnight oats. Also, my mother-in-law was here this past weekend and she was by far our most useful visitor we've ever had. Like, I'm so happy she came. Obviously, it was wonderful to watch another set of grandparents meet the baby, but also she cooked a lot of food for us, like a lot of food. And my mother-in-law is an unbelievable cook. So good. We ate so good while she was here. I'm so unbelievably grateful. Obviously, we've had a lot of visitors and they mostly just want to hold the baby, and that's fine. But bringing things or making things or helping out, that's what's actually useful, because like I feel like I get these pockets of productivity every once in a while, but there's always so much to be done. And honestly, like having a lot of food prepped in the fridge is just like the #1 most helpful thing, next to buying us gift cards to DoorDash, which a lot of our friends have done, and we are also eternally grateful for that. But now we have like so much good Italian food in the fridge and the freezer, and I'm so excited to eat it all. This is not what this is. This is a breakfast burrito that I prepped while I was still pregnant. But anyway, yeah, he's still asleep, so after this, I'm gonna go upstairs and fold some of my laundry that I did over the weekend. It's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, but every day blurs together if I'm being honest. I think especially now that Mario's not gonna be home, we're really gonna have every day blur together. Oh, but I was saying earlier that like, I'm gonna turn this down. I was saying earlier that I think I have like a really good morning routine down. That's because like he sleeps in his little chunks overnight, but I would say by like 7 a.m. he wakes up pretty regularly every single time, whether that's after like 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours of sleep before that. And then like that's when we start our day. That's when I like pick him up out of the room, change him in the nursery, do the morning feed, and then we do like our morning activities before he goes back down for his morning nap. Like that has been pretty boom 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 routine for a couple of days. So everything beyond that is just that we take the day as it comes, but I like having some semblance of a routine. You guys know I'm like very type A, I'm very organized. with my time especially. And so a newborn has really thrown that out of whack in a way that I was totally prepared for, because like, hello, I had a baby. I knew what I was getting myself into for the most part. But that being said, my mom is just like me. My mom is like super on a schedule, regimented, and she's constantly telling me how when I was a baby, she had me like on a schedule, like as soon as possible. And I have a feeling that like just my natural disposition is like leading us into having a pretty somewhat regulated schedule for him as well. I also just know that like routine is super healthy for babies. So I'm trying to like read his routine so that I'm not forcing something and then like implementing things that make sense along the way. I don't know, you guys. I'm really making this shit up as I go along. All right, I'm gonna eat now. Play on my phone. Oh, I unloaded the dishwasher, but I gotta load it back up. I got things to do this morning. Look at these breastfeeding covers coming in nicely for the vlog. We didn't even think about that. Okay, well, we got a nice 2-hour nap in before baby decided he was very hungry. Fair enough. I'm always hungry. I thought I would take this time where I could talk at a normal speaking volume because he's awake, to talk about, I guess, like my breastfeeding journey. He's only 5 weeks old, so it's like we have a long way to go. But basically, I always wanted to breastfeed if it was an option, but I'd heard, you know, that it's not always as straightforward as it seems. Personally, like I know my mom only breastfed me for a short period of time, and like I wasn't like a super easy baby to breastfeed. Same with Mario, apparently. And so I kind of went in with like low expectations, like high hopes and low expectations, I guess. In our first hour together, our golden hour, he latched and nursed a lot, like right away. So I was like, oh, that's good. And then like, I think I mentioned in the hospital, we had 3 different lactation consultants come by just because it's like part of their rotation at that hospital we were at. And all of them were like commenting on how I was producing like a ton of colostrum. I had been leaking a little bit before I even gave birth, so I had a feeling I was like producing a lot, but I didn't really know it was normal. But they confirmed that it was a lot. And also they all looked at him and said that he was like naturally latching really well. And I think in a lot of ways, I just got really fucking lucky with this baby. And one of them being, he is just like a natural breastfeeder. So it's really been more like a learning curve for me. I know in my first vlog back, I mentioned the whole thing about like the issues I had when my milk came in and getting engorged and stuff. But in the last couple of weeks, like the last 3.5-ish weeks since I've really figured it out, we've gotten into such a good rhythm. And I would say he feeds like roughly every 3 hours, except for one stretch overnight where he can usually go 4, sometimes 5 hours. And it's good because it helps me know like when he needs to eat. And like, I just follow his cues. Like he has a very specific way of signaling to me that he's ready to eat. And that's really helpful. There's still a baby under here, Beethoven. You better watch yourself. And yeah, we've just been kind of going. So the one thing I will say is that like, we've been having a lot of success breastfeeding, and originally I just wanted to do it without thinking about like the length of time. Now that we're doing it successfully, I would love to do it for at least 6 months. If I can keep it up, if he can keep it up. I will say like the hardest thing, I guess, is that like I cannot leave him for an extended period of time because I'm his only source of food. And it's amazing and it's miraculous and it's adorable and it's everything I want it to be. It's bonding, it's sweet, and I haven't been getting frustrated with it at all. But as I look to the future, I just see moments in my life in the next 5 months now where I am going to perhaps need to leave him for longer than 3 hours. I mean, I guess I could just avoid all of those situations. But because of that, I've been thinking about starting to pump a little bit every day. I've been like talking to some moms in this like little like March due date support group that I was in about like what to do. And some of them suggested like to pump after my first feed of the day, so after my 7 a.m. feeding, to pump as much as I can because like you're supposed to have the most supply earliest in the morning. Just basically just like pump whatever he doesn't drink. The problem I have with that, because we've been so successfully in a rhythm, him and I'm pretty much producing just about as much as he's intaking. I don't really feel like I ever have extra after every feed. Yeah, buddy? And I feel like when he goes through a growth spurt or he needs more, we have like a night or a day of cluster feeding. and then I just start to produce more the next day. It's kind of unbelievable, like how like he's communicating with my body to like get what he needs. Like I just think this whole thing is like almost as miraculous as the concept of pregnancy. Not quite as miraculous as pregnancy, but pretty damn close. Anyway, so that's just something I've been thinking about doing, just so that I can start to build a stash to put in the freezer, so that if I ever do need to go somewhere, we have, you know, an emergency backup way of feeding him. These are just musings that I have because I haven't really quite decided what I want to do. In the meantime, I guess I should say the reason I don't want to pump like that too much is because my body, like I said, my body is producing exactly what he needs, and I feel like if I add a pump, I might start to produce more than he needs. I don't know. I don't know if there's any merit to that at all. It's just a lot to think about, you know? The one thing I could think of where I would need to be away from him, I guess, really is I have a friend's wedding in June that I really want to go to, and I guess one of the options I've been thinking of, I haven't told my parents this or asked them yet, but I'm sure they'd be maybe okay with it, would be the wedding is in Orange County, which is halfway between me and my parents. Maybe they would come up, hang out with the baby in a hotel room, and then I could just like pop out of the reception every once in a while to feed him. So that's an option. And the other thing that I have to do is eventually in July, I'm going to be going down to film some more videos for the Schulte Collective, and similarly, I could have my parents come to set with me, and I could just pop out and breastfeed, and they could just hang out at Sierra's house, or I could have Mario come down. Anyway, so there are ways and options to like have people like have him near me in situations where I kind of need to be away from him. I don't know. I think we can make it the full 6 months. Cut to me in like a month being like, fuck this, I'm over it. But right now, I am certainly not over it. I'm really very much enjoying it. And yeah, I guess that's my little breastfeeding update. I heard the laundry go off, so after we're done here, mommy's gotta put the stuff in the dryer. I'm also planning on filming the Q&A video. I put a little Q&A box on my Instagram story a few days ago, and I got tons and tons and tons of questions. So I'm hoping to film that today. That's kind of why I made myself look nicer than usual. This is in fact nicer than usual. We'll see what we can do today. Also, I posted a vlog today, and I've been reading the comments as they come in. And one of the things I mentioned in that vlog was just the vlog that came out last Wednesday for you guys. Came out this Wednesday, aka today for me. But one of the things I mentioned is that like August loves staring at the ceiling fan. In our room and in the nursery, it's the same ceiling fan in both rooms. And so many people are like, oh my god, my baby does the exact same thing. And I'm like, what? Why do babies love ceiling fans so much? When it's off. I think he prefers it when it's off to when it's on. It's so funny. I love babies. I love my baby. Anyway, I'm gonna put some music on. When he's awake, I try not to have like TV or YouTube on in the background. He's done with that side, so I like to just give him like a 5-minute break, and then he'll let me know when he's ready for the next side. Look at my baby. This is my first baby. He's not a huge fan of my newest baby, but he relishes the moments where the baby is sleeping and I'm not doing anything. I'm all caught up on housework. I didn't expect that, but there actually wasn't as much to do. I picked up the nursery, folded the rest of my laundry, picked up downstairs, finished the dishes, and now the baby clothes that I started this morning are in the dryer, so eventually I'll have to fold those, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Baby's been sleeping for like 35 minutes, so I don't know. During the day, his naps are shorter, but I don't really mind that. It's also kind of random. Like, sometimes I'll get a random really long nap. In the beginning, when he was like new, I got consistent 3-hour naps. Now I get like a 1-hour nap, sometimes a 2 or 3 hour nap, but it'll come out of nowhere and I can't predict it. But that's why like after the morning routine, I was saying like the rest of my day schedule is really like up in the air. But yeah, I got a lot done in the last, what did I say, 35, 40 minutes that he's been asleep. And I don't know. We'll see if he makes it to an hour. We'll see if he makes it past an hour. But at the moment, I have a rare moment of just chilling. So, Beethoven, don't show your butthole. Cuddling with my baby, and I'm just playing on my phone. I left my book in the room where he's sleeping. And I don't really feel like going in there to disturb him to get it. So playing on my phone it is. Whenever he does wake up, you know, I'll change him and feed him, and then I think we'll do a little bit more tummy time. We did some this morning, but we'll do some again this afternoon. And then I think I'm going to put him in the little carrier so that I can record the Q&A video so that I can talk at full volume. And then if he's asleep, I'll try and put him down. And if he's not, we're gonna just go outside for a little bit. It is a gorgeous 75 degrees and sunny and partly cloudy rather in my neighborhood. So just go for a quick little jaunt outside just to get some fresh air after I record my Q&A video. Again, play it by ear. See how he's doing nap-wise, see how he's doing energy-wise. But yeah, other than that, I feel like the day's only halfway done and I've gotten almost everything that I wanted to get done. After I record the Q&A video and we do a little outside time, you know, I'm just going to continue to like sort of play it by ear with his naps and his wake times. But maybe I'll get some editing done. Honestly, so far, it's been a very nice first day without Mario. I mean, I miss Mario terribly, but in terms of like my new life of him being at work and me being here, so far, very positive day one. But it's only noon, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, I just finished filming the Q&A. August was asleep on me the whole time. Excellent. He's sort of woken up in my journey downstairs, but fuck, I forgot my water bottle up there. Whatever. I need lunch. I'm so hungry. It's 3 o'clock. Like I mentioned earlier today, Mario's mother made us a ton of food while she was here. So we need the last of this eggplant parmesan that she made us. Mario and I had some for dinner yesterday, but I'm just gonna finish it up for lunch today. I ordered groceries that were delivered while I was filming my Q&A, so I have to go get those. But I'm gonna get this in the microwave. Literally, like, the best Italian food I've ever had has come from Mario's mom. And she makes it all gluten-free for me. Okay, I'm gonna go get groceries. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm gonna read my book. I'm gonna hope he doesn't love when I'm like not moving, so I'm probably just gonna like sit here and rock while I eat. Anyway, I'll be here trying to eat this. Bye. It's several days later and I just sat down to edit this video that you're watching, that you just finished watching, and I never filmed an outro. I don't even know what did I do the rest of that day? We didn't go outside that day. He kind of napped. What? Can I help you? Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. I don't remember, but we just chilled. It's been an eventful week. We've hit a growth spurt. Definitely stay tuned. Oh, my AirPod's in my ear and someone just texted me so loud. Okay, anyway, Beethoven's pulling my shirt down. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye. This is some severe attention-seeking behavior. My God.